anyway, this is a part of the evening where we talk to someone from Basingstoke, someone local. We're going to say someone famous or celebrity, and then say some joke like we couldn't find one, so we got Jess. But I did that. I just suddenly realised I did that last one, so it can't work twice. So please welcome Jess Saunders. Hopefully she's going to say hello.
Hi.
Oh, good. That's a relief. I thought perhaps we were going to mime the interview. So, Jess, firstly, actually, I shouldn't really ask you this, but I'm going to. How old are you?
I'm 20.
20. See, that's fine, isn't it? You can
Yeah.
get away. That's great. Okay. So, thanks very much for coming up here this evening. We're going to go into a little bit of detail as to why you're here in a second, but just give us a little bit of a history of who you are and what you've done in your 20 years of life so far.
I grew up here in Basingstoke, and I went to the King's School, and I then went to Queen Mary's College, and I then took a gap year, but I'm now in my second year of studying business studies at Bournemouth University.
Business studies?
Yes.
Does that mean that you're going to be some kind of high-flying business person?
Maybe.
Do you have any dreams of being a salesman or something like that, or...?
Not really. I don't really know what I want to do with the degree.
Okay. What does your dad do?
He's a project manager.
Oh, okay. Project manager. It's not bad. What does your sister do?
She works as an LSA at the Vine School.
Oh, okay. So you've got lots of room for improvement to go above in the family, then that's a good thing. Excellent.
Yep.
So, okay, so you went to the King's School, and you had a good time at King's School?
Yeah,
For people that
good.
don't know, the King's School is a church school locally, and you went on then to Queen Mary's College. You had a good time there?
Yeah, it was really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So the main reason that we wanted to talk to you was that we heard about something you'd done. We were really impressed because you're obviously very young. So what did you do? Tell us a little bit about what you did, and then we'll talk about why you did it.
Okay. I climbed Kilimanjaro for the charity Hope for Children. I raised £2,990 for them. Yeah.
That's great. Now, tell us about Kilimanjaro, because I've never really climbed a mountain. I'm not obviously a particularly fit... Well, I am. No, I'm not. Okay, fine. So climbing mountains has never really appealed to me. Great. So why did you want to climb Kilimanjaro? And what is Kilimanjaro, for those that don't know?
Kilimanjaro is the tallest freestanding mountain in the world. And it's...
How high is it?
It's 5,895 metres.
How does that compare to Everest?
I think that is the same height as Everest Base Camp.
Oh, okay. Is that right? There's some nods here from Colin.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
So it's pretty high then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Felt pretty high.
Did you have to do any training to go and climb Kilimanjaro?
Well, we were kind of just given some guidelines and just told...
Like what?
Like...
Don't fall off.
Yeah, just go to the gym and do some running and stuff.
And did you do that?
I did a bit. I did a bit. Yeah, a bit. Probably not
So
as much as I
basically
should
none.
have.
You're actually going to say none. You didn't do any.
No,
Okay.
probably not as much as I should have.
And what's it like actually climbing 5,900 odd metres high up? What do you need? I mean, is it noticeable, the oxygen, that kind of stuff? Do you sort of struggle for breath, that sort of thing?
It was so difficult. Like, I can't even describe. But a lot of people struggled to breathe, a lot of people. But my main issue was I felt really, really dizzy and lost all balance. And
you didn't drink before you went on, did you?
No, I didn't. Just struggled to walk in a straight line. And I had a really bad headache almost every single day. And... felt sick as well, so...
That's because of the oxygen?
Yeah, it's because of the altitude.
Okay, and so what was it like when you got to the top? What can you see?
You can't... You're above the clouds, but as far as you can see, you can just see clouds. So, although you're above them, there wasn't much of a view of down below because it was just clouds. But there was, glaciers and other parts of the mountain that you could see, but it wasn't like it was amazing, but it wasn't a spectacular view of the ground because it was cloud.
How many people were part of your party that went?
There was 25 of us, all students, 21 from Bournemouth, and then there were 4 people from York who came along.
And you all got to the top?
Every single one of us.
Was there enough room? Wasn't it just like a point?
We didn't quite all do it together, but we all made it to the top.
Excellent. Round of applause, because I'm never going to do that. That's excellent. Well done. So, as you said, a little bit about the charity that you chose. Why did you pick that particular charity, and are you going to carry on doing some more stuff for them?
Yeah, so I chose Hope for Children because we went to this evening at the university, and they spoke about the different challenges that you could do, and there was climb Machu Picchu, cycle Vietnam, climb Kilimanjaro, and they were all for different charities. So I did a bit of research into the charities, and Hope for Children, because I had gone out to Cameroon the year before and specifically gone to work with children there, I thought I wanted to raise that much money for Hope for Children instead of these other charities, because they basically help children in 9 different countries around the world, and we got to visit one of the places where the money goes to in Africa, called Armani Children's Home, and it was amazing. So yeah, it was really worthwhile.
I mean, obviously you've had an upbringing here in Basingstoke. I'm assuming you've had a reasonably good upbringing. Very nice parents, well looked after, good meals a day, not too much slave driving from your father. How does Mel's laugh? How does your life, do you think, compare with their life, and do you notice any sorts of significant differences?
Yeah, hugely. It's just, I think, the amount of poverty that we saw was just massively different. They don't have much at all. It was just kind of like houses with like a bed in, basically. And when we got to go visit the Armani Children's Home, it was specifically for street children. So they take the kids off the street and they work to put the kids back into their homes rather than keeping them like an orphanage, so that way they can work with more children, because they work with them while they're on the street and then bring them into the children's home and then put them back into their homes. So it's like there was a big difference, I thought, between that and an orphanage, because yeah, it was just amazing what they did.
So your £2,900,
yeah,
going to go a long way?
I hope so. Yeah.
Well done. Thank you very much. That's great. I mean, that's fantastic. And so that's done, dusted. You've been up there. What's another challenge? Are you going to sort of rise to another challenge? But are you going to do something else along those lines to carry on raising money for them?
I think we've all come away deciding that we'd like to do another fundraiser, even if it's specifically for the Armani Children's Home. But I don't think I'll be climbing any mountains anytime soon.
Oh, well, you've climbed one more than I have, so well done. That's excellent. So, yeah, what's the future for you in terms of how long have you got left at university?
I've got another 2 years, but one of them is a placement year. So next year I'll be on placement, and then I do my final year.
Well, I hope it works out. That was great. We'll end it there. If people want to know more about the charity, is it okay if we put it up on the Cafe Vivo site? So we'll put some information. Can they still donate? Can we still give them?
Yeah, you can definitely still donate.
If you feel compelled to give money, then they can do that, and we can put the details of the site on there.
Yeah.
And if you do another adventure like that, please come back and tell us about it another time.
Will do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jess Saunders. So we're going to take a 5-minute break.